As the world population continues to grow, how does society manage to feed everyone while also implementing sustainable practices? This question is at the heart of a monumental balancing act, one that plays out on the global stage of agriculture. Imagine a tightrope walker high above a crowd, balancing a pole. On one end of the pole is the weight of increased food production to feed our expanding population. On the other end is the imposing challenge of implementing sustainable practices to protect our planet. Both are crucial, and neither can be compromised without risking a disastrous fall. This balancing act is intricate, necessitating a careful and deliberate approach. We are witnessing an era of unprecedented technological advancements that boost crop yields, such as precision agriculture, automation, and improved genetics. Simultaneously, shifting consumer preferences towards organic and locally sourced food are nudging farmers to adopt more sustainable practices. These are encouraging strides towards progress, but the journey is far from smooth. Persistent concerns about food security, resource depletion, and the impacts of climate change pose significant challenges. The threat of hunger and malnutrition is a grim reality for millions, often exacerbated by conflicts, climate disasters, and disruptions in the supply chain. Droughts, floods, and extreme weather events further strain agricultural productivity and food security, placing vulnerable populations at risk. To navigate this complex landscape, we must focus on building resilience, promoting sustainable practices, and empowering small-scale farmers. It's a call to invest in innovation, foster rural development, and strengthen global collaboration. The stakes are high, and the challenges are daunting. Yet, there is hope. The world has always been a stage for balancing acts, with humanity's ingenuity and resilience often shining through in the most challenging times. In today's discussion, we delve into the current state of world agriculture, exploring its positives, challenges, and focus areas. Join us as we traverse this tightrope, teetering between the necessity for increased food production and the urgency of sustainable practices. The agricultural landscape of 2023 is not without its victories. Consider the marvel of increased productivity. In this day and age, technology has intertwined with agriculture in a dance that is as beautiful as it is beneficial. Precision agriculture, automation, and improved genetics are now the farmer's best friends, boosting crop yields in many regions. These advancements are not just about producing more, they're about producing better. With precision agriculture, farmers can manage fields to the square foot, ensuring that every plant gets exactly what it needs to thrive. Automation lightens the physical burden of farming, while improved genetics offer the promise of crops that can resist pests, diseases, and harsh weather conditions. But the story doesn't end with technology. The world is waking up to the importance of sustainable food, and the market is responding. A shift in consumer preferences is steering the agricultural sector towards a more environmentally friendly path. More people are demanding organic and locally sourced food, and farmers are rising to the occasion. This shift is not just a trend, it's a transformation that is promoting environmental stewardship. Every organic lettuce, every locally sourced apple is a testament to agriculture's potential to coexist with nature rather than conquer it. Innovation is another bright spot in the world of agriculture. Both the public and private sectors are investing heavily in agricultural research and development. The fruits of this investment are innovations like drought-resistant crops and climate-smart technologies. Imagine seeds engineered to grow with minimal water, technologies that can predict weather patterns and guide farmers on when to plant and when to harvest. These innovations are not just changing the game, they're reshaping the playing field. Last but not least, let's talk about the Rural Development Initiatives. These are programs aimed at empowering rural communities, improving access to education and healthcare, and fostering economic growth. These initiatives are vital because they target the roots of the agricultural sector, the rural communities. By improving the living conditions and prospects of people in these areas, we're not just helping them, we're strengthening the backbone of our food supply. These positives paint an optimistic picture of agriculture's potential, but they only represent one side of the coin. The other side, as you might expect, is laden with challenges that need to be addressed. But for now, Let's take a moment to celebrate the victories. Let's applaud the farmers who are embracing technology, the consumers who are choosing sustainable food, the innovators who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and the rural communities that are growing stronger each day. These victories give us hope that, with hard work and dedication, a future where food security and environmental well-being go hand in hand is not just a dream, but a reachable reality. And that brings us to the end of this segment. But stay tuned, because up next, we're going to delve into the challenges that we still need to overcome. These positives paint an optimistic picture of agriculture's potential, but they only represent one side of the coin. Despite significant strides, agriculture confronts numerous challenges. Let's delve into these pressing issues, starting with food security concerns. Despite our best efforts, hunger and malnutrition remain rampant, threatening millions of lives. Conflicts, climate disasters, and supply chain disruptions exacerbate these issues, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Climate change is another formidable adversary. The increasing frequency of droughts, floods, and extreme weather events pose a serious threat to agricultural productivity and food security. It's like playing a high-stakes game of chance, where unpredictable weather patterns can wipe out an entire season's worth of crops in a blink. Vulnerable populations, particularly in developing countries, bear the brunt of this impact. Next, we have resource depletion. Unsustainable land use, water scarcity, and soil degradation are degrading our planet's precious resources at an alarming rate. If we continue to exploit these resources without thought for the future, we risk jeopardizing our ability to produce food for the generations to come. Inequality and access issues add another layer of complexity. Despite producing a significant portion of the world's food, small-scale farmers often find themselves marginalized. Unequal access to land, resources, and markets hinders their growth and stifles equitable development. It's like being in a race where some participants are given a head start, while others are left at the starting line. And let's not forget the pressure of a growing population. With the global population projected to reach nearly 10 billion by the middle of the century, the demand for food is set to skyrocket. Feeding this many mouths requires sustainable practices and efficient resource management. Otherwise, we risk further degrading our environment in the race to keep up with demand. But let's not despair. Challenges, after all, are opportunities in disguise. They push us to think outside the box, to innovate, and to find solutions that not only address the problems at hand, but also ensure a more sustainable and equitable future. These challenges require immediate attention and innovative solutions, and that's where our focus areas come in. To navigate these challenges, several focus areas have emerged in the agricultural sector. The first of these is investing in resilience. As we face the realities of climate change and increasing global uncertainty, it is more important than ever to build agricultural systems that can adapt and thrive. This includes investing in research and development for drought-resistant crops, new farming technologies, and innovative solutions to combat pests and diseases. Resilience also means investing in the people who make agriculture possible. This includes supporting farmers in developing skills and knowledge to adapt to changing conditions, and ensuring they have access to the resources they need to manage risks and recover from shocks. With strong, resilient agricultural systems, we can weather the storms of the future and ensure food security for all. The second focus area is promoting sustainable practices. This means encouraging farming methods that are environmentally friendly and resource efficient. Think organic agriculture, crop rotation, and water conservation. These practices not only help to preserve our precious resources, but they also contribute to the health of our soils, the quality of our food, and the sustainability of our food systems. Sustainable practices also involve rethinking our approach to waste. By finding ways to reduce, reuse, and recycle waste in agriculture, we can create more efficient systems that benefit both people and the planet. Thirdly, we must focus on empowering small-scale farmers. These farmers are the backbone of many rural communities, yet they often face barriers to accessing land, resources, and markets. By providing resources, access to markets, and financial support to these farmers, we can foster inclusive growth and rural development. This includes initiatives like microfinancing, farmer education programs, and cooperative business models that can help small-scale farmers thrive. Finally, there's strengthening global collaboration. The challenges facing world agriculture are not confined to any one country or region. They are global challenges, requiring global solutions. This means we need collaborative efforts between governments, NGOs, and research institutions to share knowledge, resources, and solutions. Through global collaboration, we can address issues like food insecurity and climate change on a larger scale. We can learn from each other's successes and failures and work together to create a more sustainable and secure food future. In conclusion, the focus areas of world agriculture are interwoven and interconnected. Investing in resilience, promoting sustainable practices, empowering small-scale farmers, and strengthening global collaboration. These are not separate tasks, but parts of a whole. Each one contributes to the other, and together they form a strategy for a more sustainable and secure agricultural future. By concentrating on these areas, we can aim for a future where food security and environmental well-being coexist. The state of world agriculture in 2023 is a delicate balance. This balance is a tightrope walk, a dance between progress and challenges. On one side, we have the exciting strides made in technological advancements, sustainable practices, and rural development. Precision agriculture, automation, and improved genetics are revolutionizing how we farm, leading to increased productivity and crop yields. Our food landscape is also shifting, with a growing demand for organic and locally sourced products. This demand is nudging farmers towards sustainable practices, a step in the right direction for environmental stewardship. Investments in innovation are also bearing fruit. Public and private sectors are harnessing the power of research and development to bring forth solutions like drought-resistant crops and climate-smart technologies. And let's not forget the rural development initiatives. These programs are empowering rural communities, improving access to education and healthcare, and fostering economic growth. However, on the other side of the balance is a set of formidable challenges. Food security concerns, climate change impacts, resource depletion, inequality, and a growing global population are realities we cannot ignore. Persistent hunger and malnutrition still haunt millions around the world. Extreme weather events threaten agricultural productivity and food security. Unsustainable land use, water scarcity, and soil degradation are depleting valuable resources, putting future food production at risk. Inequality in access to land, resources, and markets marginalizes small-scale farmers and hinders equitable development. Yet, within these challenges lie opportunities for resilience. We need to invest in building agricultural systems that can adapt to climate change and other shocks. We need to promote sustainable farming methods and empower small-scale farmers. And we need to strengthen global collaboration to address these urgent issues. The state of world agriculture in 2023 is a delicate balance. It's a balance between the progress we've made and the challenges we face. It's a balance that requires our attention, our focus, and our collective action. By recognizing and addressing these challenges while building on our progress, we can work towards a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient agricultural future. As we conclude, remember, the future of world agriculture depends on the actions we take today. The current state of world agriculture is a complex tapestry, interwoven with threads of progress and challenges. Yet, amidst this complexity, lies the potential for each one of us to make a difference. When it comes to supporting sustainable food systems, every action, no matter how small, counts. Consider reducing food waste, an issue that aggravates both hunger and environmental strain. Simple changes, such as planning meals, using leftovers creatively, and understanding best before dates, can significantly cut down waste. Supporting local farmers is another powerful way to contribute. Remember, every dollar spent on locally grown produce is an investment in your community and a vote for a more sustainable food system. By buying locally, you're not only enjoying fresher, often more nutritious food, but you're also helping to reduce emissions associated with long-distance transportation. But the scope for action doesn't stop at the individual level. Encourage schools, workplaces, and local governments to adopt sustainable practices. Back policies that prioritize resilience, sustainability, and collaboration in agriculture. Advocate for fair trade and equitable market access for small-scale farmers, who are often the backbone of rural economies and stewards of biodiversity. Furthermore, let's not forget the power of education. Stay informed about the state of world agriculture, seek out reliable sources, and share your knowledge with others. The Food and Agriculture Organization, the World Food Programme, and other international organizations offer a wealth of information on this topic. The future of world agriculture might be a balancing act, but it's one that we're all part of. So, let's all do our part to tip the scales towards a future where food security and environmental well-being are achievable for all. Together, we can shape a future where everyone has access to nutritious food and our planet thrives. Until next time, cultivate curiosity and care for the world we share.